He goes, I'll energetic you.
You're recording me already? Kinky. I like the haircut, buddy. Okay. Do
Hey,
you
I
know
was
how,
copying you. I
what's up?
was copying your haircut.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it that short on the sides. I mean, mine's pretty long right now.
You're so
Um,
you're so cool. I want to be like you.
hello. Do you know how to get it in Discord to where you can have multiple usernames in uh multiple Discords? You know how to do that? I know you can do it. I just don't know how to do it. I was gonna YouTube it.
What do you mean? Like
Well, like
multiple
right now, my name's Starry Night in all my servers, but you can change it to where your name is a different in different servers.
would have to be in user settings,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought too, but I couldn't find it.
profile. Actually, no, it's probably in you have to change it in each specific server. So like if I go to
That's
a
what I was
diff
thinking.
if I go to a different one, privacy settings. No.
Yep, I figured it out.
Edit server
Yep,
profile.
I just clicked it. So now I
Nickname.
can. Yep. Okay, that's
Wow.
interesting.
What would you do without me?
Okay. How did you figure out that Nemesis airdrop thing?
It was in announcements in their Discord. I was just going through it to see like what was going on.
I'm in
'Cause
so many
I have,
Discords and try to get
I
announcements like
know
really quickly, but I missed it. I missed it.
I'm in a
Okay.
million. I was reading through it all because I'm like, I need to see like what they're gonna do about me losing 80% of my money in Nemesis the past week.
Dude, that's why you can't. That's why you can't throw a bag in these high APY DAOs.
No, it's because fucking, pardon my language, Ben fucking got me into at 6K.
Oh, at the top?
Yeah, literally at the top. I was like, all right, fine. That was before I watched the Siam kid like 6-6ing video. So
Yeah, no, that's
that
pretty
was
good.
before I had like an actual trading strategy. So it was the first one that I threw money into. It was literally a complete ape move, and then obviously it was stupid, but it's all right. We have a strategy now.
Yo, that Siam guy, like his strategy, it's literally just like following the momentum and
Yeah,
buy low, sell high. It's not like anything special.
right.
But it's funny though, because I was actually doing that with Bitcoin where I was drawing trend lines like that. And then I'm like, I wonder if I could actually apply this to everything else. And then I was scrolling through YouTube and this guy, I saw that thing that clickbaity title. I'm like, okay, let's watch this. And I'm like, holy shit, I was already trying to figure that out with Bitcoin. Now I know it actually works. So that was hype.
I think it works better with these just because of the way
Oh
that they
yeah,
work.
works a lot better with the DAOs.
Um, yeah, so uptrending, you wouldn't have sold here until right here. And it's fine, like you lost some obviously, but you're still getting rebase rewards. And then you wouldn't have bought in until
Well, the thing is okay, during that time period, you can go throw your money into something else.
right. Yeah, exactly. If it's the right time, right opportunity. So then you'd buy right
Dude,
here,
if
and
you
then
really wanted to.
you wouldn't sell this entire time until
That's choppy.
here.
Like
Right. I
back.
might sell and then buy back in right away here just because I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
really like, depends on which trend line I'm looking at. Like right here, we broke this because we got sharper, broke this. I might sell right here and then make the higher low, and then I'd buy back in.
Exactly,
I mean,
exactly.
somewhere right here. It doesn't really matter, but
Um, so you use straight MetaMask?
so um yeah.
Why? You don't use a ledger?
I have a ledger. I don't know.
So you were saying you were saying it's double the risk?
Well, I mean, when you're using the Ledger platform and MetaMask platform together with everything, it's kind of like What's another analogy?
I think you're misunderstanding it.
Well, all the ledger does is store your private key. Like if I don't have my private key written down somewhere anyway, and I die, no one's gonna get my money. It's gonna be gone forever. So
Exactly, but so
I'd
I
rather just
saw-
keep it in a safe, and then, I mean, it's the same essentially.
Yeah, okay, so I saw this video where
Like an
this
ease
guy,
of use. Like if I was gonna bring it somewhere and use a different computer, then yeah, I'll just plug it in and then it activates my account. But like I
Okay.
don't ever do that.
okay, I saw this video on YouTube where this guy had a MetaMask and he had $1,000 in this MetaMask. He was just staking time. And then one day he woke up and the $1,000 was gone. And he figured out that he downloaded this PDF and this PDF had a virus in it that was able to scan for MetaMask and wipe your wallet, wipe it, the entire thing with this thing. And this hacker's insane. His nickname's Mr. Santa, and he's done like $31 million of scams in MetaMask. This guy's legit. Like, this is a very serious hacker.
You would have to know your password too.
That's the thing. But if you don't have serious security in place where you don't have a set timer on your MetaMask where it locks every hour, like I have it mine set for it locks every single hour. But if you just leave it open,
I bet if mine, no.
Open right now, someone could
I
easily.
mean, normally it's locked. I guess it's a few hours or something.
Okay, but the thing is, like, so I set mine. I used to have it at 30 minutes, but it got too annoying for me when I was using it. Every 30 minutes, I would have to relog in. So now I have my entire MetaMask on this thing, and when I connect it to my MetaMask, Ethan, I have to confirm on this every single time. I have to physically press approve.
Right. I know how it works.
Time period, and after a certain time period, if I don't press approve, it just locks the ledger. This is the most secure device you can ever use in crypto.
Typing in your password on Ledger sucks though.
Yeah, yes, but when you're throwing around 10 to 20K in crypto, you can't afford to lose that.
Yeah. Well, if you're ape leverage trading like me, apparently you can sometimes.
Apparently you can.
We don't need to talk about that though, or I'll get depressed.
My point is you need to use your MetaMask through Ledger. You need to. I don't care if it's too difficult. You have so much money to where you could wake up and you could download some stupid PDF from Mr. Santa, and then all of a sudden you're like 100K in crypto is wiped.
If you lose to a guy named Mr. Santa, you deserve to lose all your money.
That's the thing. Is this guy? No, this dude. Every hacker has a stupid nickname. They're all they're all meant to be triggering. They're all.
It makes it that much more humiliating.
My point is, Ethan, you can't be running around.
There could be worse names.
My point, Ethan, is you can't be running around in crypto with all this fucking money and using MetaMask. Like if you want to,
I have 1 million wallets. I mean, right now, yeah, I'm using MetaMask the most, but normally I don't even keep anything on MetaMask.
It doesn't matter. The only thing that is protecting people from getting into your MetaMask is the lock function. You know that MetaMask reads all your site data, right?
What do you mean?
Okay, now I'm going to show you some real security things here. So when you click
here, share your screen.
Yeah, I can. So when you click your extensions right here, I gotta move this. See these 3 bars over here? Right here, where
I gotta move my thing. Yeah. Yep.
Click this. This can read and change site data. Right now, MetaMask, I think it's locked on this. Is it? I don't know if it is or not. Why is it not bringing it up? Okay, it's locked, but it's on my ledger. Yeah.
By the way, for anyone who's gonna watch this after, MetaMask is the wallet, and Phantom if you're using for Solana, yeah. So you have to make those wallets in order to be able to interact with DeFi at all, basically.
For the other users watching, Heroes for Stacks Protocol and Terra is for Terra Luna.
Right.
My point is that these 3 bars here, MetaMask can change and read all your site data. So right now it's selected on all sites, but I barely use this laptop for MetaMask, so I'm fine with that. But the thing is, my MetaMask is locked, so it really can't. but I can change it to when you click the extension, which means that MetaMask, when you're using it, it can only read and change site data. So right now it's changed to where when I'm not using it, MetaMask isn't collecting data on me. Dude, there are so many things in crypto. Like, you have to be so fucking educated on how to dodge all these security risks. Like, I kid you not, someone friended me in Discord. This was probably like a week ago.
I don't
And this
talk to
person-
anyone on that sends me a message on Discord.
Exactly. Well, I don't do it either, but someone sent me a message and it was a link, and it had a lot of times if it says IO in it and it's on the Binance chain, it's usually a phishing link. And it was one. Like, I just looked it up on BSC scan, and then I typed in my wallet to see if they already sent me tokens, and they did. So like, I think it was like Dexify IO, and there was like 1 million tokens in my wallet. They're worth nothing. But the thing is, when you connect your wallet to that site, they literally rug your wallet. They wipe it clean, because when you connect the wallet to your site, you're approving that that site has access to your MetaMask.
You still have to
When you do-
approve the
when you do stuff on
transactions,
one of
but if
these
they
things-
also take control of your computer, they can just click approve.
Yes, exactly. But when you have one of these things, they can't physically touch it. And you know what's really cool, Ethan, too,
So
is
what
that
was
my
it?
ledger is now attached to my MetaMask, my Solana wallet, so Phantom. I have all my Boss Bull NFTs on this thing.
So I should have
I
it
have
set to when you click the extension only,
Yep.
right? Okay.
And I have it, and my ledger is attached to my Terra wallet, and I just attached it to my Hero wallet. So now I have every single protocol on this thing.
Yeah, you can put literally everything on there. It's actually super cool. I
Like, dude,
honestly, I don't even use it because after I bought it, I was pissed I didn't buy a Trezor instead, because I think those are way cooler.
well,
Those are pretty
Trezor,
nice. I love them.
nah, Ledger does a lot better in my opinion. Like, I never used Trezor, but I've had great experience with Ledger, and I have, like, Ethan, you're right. I just had my Bitcoin on this thing and threw it in storage, it collected dust, and then I started looking at all the different security things that I had in place. Like, dude, I don't know how I haven't gotten hacked yet. Like, I left my wallet open all the time. I connected to the most degen sites ever. I never clicked sus links, but dude, I should not have my money right now, to be honest. Like, if I was like any somewhat way famous where I had like a YouTube, I would have gotten hacked.
Good thing I'm not famous.
Good thing.
No, I'll get it today.
Yeah, like it's just like security.
It's in my
dude.
trailer.
Just like security. See, at first my concern was like, how do I get all these little ERC20 tokens and all these different Binance tokens in my wallet? Because how does Ledger support all these wallets, but it just integrates it for some reason. I don't know how it actually works in terms of like coding and whatnot, but
Yeah,
it
you
just
can put
automatically does it.
NFTs on there too. It's pretty cool.
Exactly. So now I have like basically everything.
Speaking of, there are I love it when I look at a Discord and everyone's like freaking out about something.
Literally the best part about being in any Discord.
What Discord's freaking out right now?
I just remember I looked at Nemesis a couple days ago and everyone was freaking out, and Boss Bulls, everyone was freaking out too once. And then there's always the people that are like, then just sell and I'll buy it from you and leave, you fucking idiot.
Oh, dude, so you know how, wait, Lucas, do you own any Boss Bulls at all either or no?
I have 3 of them.
Yeah, 3, okay. Ethan, you still have all 6 years or what?
I didn't get rid of any.
Okay.
I was like,
Do you
I
stick
feel like I
still?
might as well. do them.
Unless some
stick
hacker
with it?
stole them from me.
Do you 6 though or what?
Yeah.
Okay. I was talking in the ideas thing and they were so the way that they're trying to do this Boss Bulls token drop is they were gonna drop it to all the rare NFT holders. So if you had a really rare NFT, you'd get more tokens. But then I was talking to the guy, and basically, it's actually flipped. So if you were common NFTs, common boss bulls, you actually get more tokens. So the more common your NFT is,
Oh, to like offset
to
the,
offset it, yeah, which is actually pretty fucking smart.
yeah, it
cool.
is for
I was
sure.
freaking out. I was freaking out. Like
Yeah,
these things.
that's why everyone else was freaking out in the Boss Bulls chat. I remember now.
Because I
'Cause
I was talking in there. I'm like, dude, I think I'd get airdropped the most tokens. I have 7 of these things. I had previously had 8. I sold one, but all of mine are top 3,000, and I got one that's in the top 100. I'm gonna get dropped a fuckload of Boss Bull tokens. So like,
for
I'm like, no,
having multiples, you get more, and apparently for having like if you have a set, like if I have a bunch of different bulls all with the construction hat or whatever, or with the AK, then that'll boost my airdrop too, or my earnings.
exactly. So I was like, nah, this is not happening. Like, it's not like, sure, I could get dropped like 10K, but I'm like, no, the community's gonna like leave if this happens. Which one's your rarest one?
This one, it's not even that good.
I know, but like, what was
1188.
it? I know, but what was it like? Like 1,000? Was it top 3,000? What was it? You know?
Love
Oh,
how
13.
love how slow
13.
they load. Yeah,
Oh,
I
damn,
didn't.
you've 2 in the 9,000. Oh, that's
Yeah,
tough.
this one's way better than my silver one. I was kind of pissed that this, I thought having a silver one, but you need the mecha silver.
I still feel like that silver one would sell for higher than the rare one that you have personally. I feel
Yeah,
like at that point,
right.
I feel like at that point it's up to more aesthetic than it is rarity. Because I don't think people would care between top 4,000 and top 1,500.
Yeah, see, rarity really doesn't matter. Lucas, you're right, because you could put like, oh, only 5 boss bulls get a broom, but if 10 of them get a lightsaber, theoretically brooms are more rare than lightsabers. But like, I want a fucking lightsaber.
Yeah, I'm taking a saber over a broom.
I'm taking a saber all day. So it's
Right.
like, rarity really doesn't mean shit.
Oh, they're not on here.
With the number 1 or like the second rarest one in the boss bull collection, it sold for like 100 Solana like 2 days ago.
Hell yeah.
It was, I believe it was the gold one with like the birthday thing with the shotgun. It sold for like 100 Solana. But it was on Magic Eden. It wasn't on SoulSea. Was this dropped today or something?
No, this I just find interesting. It's an
Oh.
AI that you talk to, and it talks back to you, and it learns about you, and it's essentially like your digital girlfriend. So
There's so
I
many.
haven't. I almost aped into one of these just because I thought it was like funny or like interesting, and like if they keep developing it, like someday in the metaverse, like I don't know, you can have sex with her or something. Probably like, that's what's gonna happen in the future. But like, look how like fucked up these things are. Like,
Ethan, you were not posting this. It is recorded.
I'm turning the stream off. I'm on my work computer, you piece of shit.
Dude, you are deleting this recording. This is not getting posted. I'm not being
they're putting porn on NFTs. I think that is innovative. Interesting.
Dude, no, Solana has a ton of pornographic NFT. There's like NFT, or it's like the bunny, it's like it's soul bunnies or something like that on SoulSea.
Let's see what happens if I just Google it. Or no, SoulSea.
Stop the recording.
I'll search it.
I mean, it's like SoulSea has a switch that literally says like
what's it called?
Hide explicit.
Bunny?
Really?
Hot bunnies?
Yeah. Yep, hot bunnies. That's what it is.
I'm not looking at this.
Ethan, end the recording. Stop.
I'm not being
All right, we'll
incriminated.
stop looking at it. Just
Stop.
because you're tweaking out. I've had enough.
Okay.
I think looking at shit like this is more inappropriate than that, honestly.
Okay. Look this up on Twitter. Azura DAO. It's doing its IDO today. They're doing
Oh,
it at 5 p.m.
isn't Stag DAO IDO today too?
I don't know. No, Stag DAO, I have no clue.
What is it? AZ what?
AZURA. It's on Solana. I have no idea about Stag DAO. Stag DAO just definitely is not doing IDO today. They might
Like,
be doing a pre-sale.
is there a DAO?
Yeah. Scroll down. Look up
60
account.
bucks a pop? Are there NFTs?
Kind of. I already caught 3 of them. Just when you find the fucking that's what they look like. That's what the NFTs look like, but that's not. Yeah, right there. He added it. Scroll up. He added it right there on that one. Click the @ God,
Oh,
you're smarted.
what app?
The @
Oh,
The handle, if you will.
Yes.
there you go.
This DAO on Solana is dropping. They're doing their IDO today at 5 p.m.
So
I
you got
didn't
in
do that.
pre-sale or what?
Yeah, so I'm not whitelisted, but I bought their NFTs that dropped. So there's 15,000 people that are in this. This is a very legitimate project. Like these guys are very serious. They're doing tons of it.
Dude, they stole my idea I was pitching to you last night.
Okay, so I didn't actually read all your text. I just told you it was an awful
Yeah, I
idea.
know you didn't even read it. Because
so what did you-
you'd have been like, okay, that's something.
Well, no, because I was busy last night and I'm like, I can't read. When I saw you sent me 10 texts, I'm like, I just got to reply to this dude. I can't read it. Okay, so what did you actually send me?
It was it was a rebase system that whales aren't going to dump because they're not earning more of the coin, they're earning NFTs instead. And then you can have the transactions or part of the transactions be burned or put back in the
Can
treasury.
you stop recording this?
Why?
I'm not comfortable. I don't know. I'm just not comfortable being recorded.
Well, it's not going on YouTube, so don't worry about it.
Lucas, you got to have a say in this.
I mean, I'm in the middle of doing my work, so I'm kind of like in and out, and I really don't care if my face is on the internet. It's probably someone probably photoshopped my face onto a porn star already.
Yeah, there's probably already a deep fake of you anyways.
So many deep fakes. Everyone wants my face.
This is interesting stuff. We know more than 99.9% of the world about this stuff.
Oh, dude, do you even know about Stacks Protocol?
Stacked?
As like, I haven't really heard about Stacks.
Stacks is building smart contracts on top of Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're the ones doing that?
They're layer 2. It's insane. I've been reading the white paper and watching all the YouTube videos and reading all the improvement progresses on GitHub. Dude, this thing blows away Ethereum. Every Avalanche, Binance Smart Chain, Harmony, it blows all of them away. It's
if they can deliver on the promise.
That's the thing. So I'm still learning about the code, but if like all it takes is like a spark of developers. Like if 100 developers move into this and all of a sudden, like there's no DAOs that have been built on top of this. To be honest, I want to build the first DAO that's built into this. I'm actually working with a few people in the Discord. There's a meeting we do every Tuesday where we talk about how to build this DAO and how to structure and how to template it. Once people like this is integrated where you can create a DAO, you can create NFTs are being built on this. So you can go buy NFTs right now with Stacks and Bitcoin. I own a BTC domain name. So just like Ethereum, there's the Ethereum name service. There's BTC domain names. I already own one. They already have DeFi wallets in place. And really all it needs is the developers. Like once the developers come into this, it's over for Ethereum and everything else.
I was saying like, or I was thinking about how almost like detrimental it would be for like people who have a lot of money in Bitcoin, if they want to use DeFi and they're not wrapping their Bitcoin, like that's so much capital being pulled out of the market cap of
can't
Bitcoin
wrap-
basically. And if that crashes, everything crashes. So like I don't even get how that would work.
Ethan, how do you even wrap Bitcoin? How do you turn Bitcoin into wrap BTC on Ethereum? You can't.
Yeah,
You
you
just
can.
buy wrap BTC.
Yeah, you can.
Show me how to do it.
I've
I
never
own
done it.
wrap BTC.
I've had no reason to do it. I don't own Bitcoin, so.
Yeah, well, exactly. I own wrap BTC and a few liquidity pools because I want to own that token.
Oh, so that's another reason why technically you're accepting more risk using two things. So like you're on the Bitcoin network, but then you wrap it. Now it's on the ETH network. Now you have exposure to two different networks basically instead of one.
You know
So
how
like,
the wrap BTC works? It's just a peg to the price.
right, but it's as an ETH token, so you can use it on Ethereum.
Yes, but the whole point that I'm doing that is because I'm really bullish on Bitcoin, but I have no way to generate revenue from Bitcoin. So I buy wrap BTC and then I liquidity pool it with other tokens that I want to earn revenue in and hold long term.
Yeah.
So like I own wrap BTC and wrapped crypto.com coin on Kronos network because I want to farm crypto.com coins and wrap BTC. But there's a ton of shit being developed in this. Like, okay, not a ton of shit being developed, but like
The thing
once
is like Ethereum is so much farther ahead
Ethereum
than,
so much further, but there's so many issues with it. And what's really interesting
yeah,
here
but
about
they're making, I mean, a ton of other ones like Solana,
Okay.
Avalanche, Cardano.
yes, but what happens when people realize, oh, I can go over to Stacks, pay zero, like not even $1 in fees, and I have tons of security and I'm backed by the security of the Bitcoin network. So how Stacks works is there's no data compiler. Every Ethereum Solidity-based smart chain, like the 10 of them, Avalanche, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Phantom, Polygon, Moonriver, all of them, all those smart chains, they run in EVMs, which means EVM is a data compiler. That means they take a high language and convert it to a low language. So when they convert it to a low language, there's bugs that can be translated into the code that get incorporated into what's being executed. To analogize this, let's say, Ethan, you speak a whole nother language. Let's say that language is German and I speak English. So we can't talk to each other. Spanish, whatever. Yes, whatever. So you speak Spanish,
Poquito.
I speak English. Lucas is going to act as our translator. I'm going to tell him English and he's going to then convert it to Spanish. But when that's done,
Right.
if I talk in slang or if I talk words that Lucas doesn't know, he's going to convert my English into bad Spanish, which there's bugs in that translation. That's the same thing in code with data compilers. Stacks doesn't have a data compiler. It just runs transactions because it's based on very secure code with clarity.
Is it an interpreter?
No, there's no data compiler. Period.
Couldn't you argue that the Ethereum code is very secure?
Are you, dude? There's bugs left and right. Secure,
Well,
dude. The first DAO got hacked.
Yeah,
Ethereum,
but that's a DAO. That's not Ethereum.
Yes, that doesn't matter, but you can build you eventually be able to build a DAO in Stacks, and you won't have to deal with a data compiler. The first Ethereum DAO got hacked. How many more other DAOs get hacked? Olympus, sure. Olympus is worth $3 billion, but they pay $3.5 billion in bug bounties because they don't want to get hacked.
Right.
Because they already know that the code isn't secure. Solidity has tons of fucking issues, dude. When developers understand that,
So why is this so much more? I guess I just don't get why this is so much more secure.
because there's no data compiler. There's no translation of high code to lower code.
But it's still layer 2 though on top of Bitcoin. So is it not?
It's not exactly a layer 2. The transactions are confirmed through the blocks on Bitcoin based off the proof of transfer and proof of burn concept.
I feel like you're overinflating the amount of security leaks that happen during data translation for a compiler. Like that doesn't, that, I mean, like compilers, like, yeah, there can be security leaks, but like at the end of the day, like that shouldn't happen. I mean,
But it does happen.
not as often as you make it sound it does. I don't know. Like,
What
I
are you
don't,
talking about? There's hacks all the time in Ethereum.
yeah, and I
bugs
think
all the time.
Hacks all the time on everything.
I'm good.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's more so the way the code's written versus the compiler
Right.
itself.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yes, exactly. That's my point, is the way that Solidity is written in and of itself is a malfunction.
Yeah, okay. But I'm saying like stacks, like, yeah, at the end of the day, like I guess you can verify its security. Like you personally can know just by reading the code, okay, this is as secure as it can be because there's no compiler that might make it a little less secure. But like if the code isn't written, wall to wall secure, then that's still gonna have its what's the word? Flaws? I don't know. I can't think of the right word.
So why would it have flaws?
I mean, just the way the code's written. Like at the end of the day, developers write bugs all the time. They don't know the bugs happen until it's too late. That's
Yes,
just,
I know that, but there's going to be so much less more bugs because there's no data compile. Like when you write a smart contract on Ethereum, that gets translated through a data compiler that creates, there could be bugs in the initial code that's written, but then when you data compile and you translate it, there could be more bugs. You don't get that with clarity in stacks. You see what I'm getting at?
no, I understand where you're getting at. I guess I
But
just disagree with.
Couldn't there be a smart contract bug on stacks or on Bitcoin?
Yes, but there's smart contract bugs already in Ethereum that are then multiplied when you use a data compiler.
And I feel like that's where we disagree is I don't think it really gets multiplied. Like I think it's just it's like an additional step that you might have to worry about, but I think that you don't really need to worry about that specific step.
Okay,
Like,
so
the vast majority of the issues rely on the code that's been written.
yes, but
Which-
clarity code is already good in and of itself.
Yeah, okay. I mean, like I said, like I don't know.
When we were talking about hypotheticals, yeah, sure, hypothetically code can be written poorly. Like you and I are probably, I don't think you're a coder. I'm not a coder. Like,
I'm a software engineer.
oh, you are? Okay, my bad.
I'm currently doing that right now. That's my job.
Okay, my bad. So, my bad then. But, fuck, I lost my train of thought. That's funny. That was funny.
Yeah, it's like I didn't mean to like just like pull that card out, but like yeah. I mean,
Well, I know. You're good. Fuck, what was I trying to say? But there's no bugs that have been identified yet in stacks, and there's no
right.
What's brand new?
Yeah, that's where I'm getting at when it comes to developing. Like, I'm gonna use Fortnite as an example just because I'm playing it too much. But like that shit just comes out with bugs all the time. Like when they release the code in their head, it's like, oh, this is good code.
Yep.
And then 2 hours later, all of a sudden, shit, like you can't even hear anything because the audio's fucked up.
Yeah, there's exploits all the time. Oh yeah, I completely agree. But we know
Yeah.
Ethereum has a ton of issues
Yeah.
built into it already, and the fact that
Right.
it's not scalable. Ethereum isn't also like secure, and it's kind of
Yeah, no, I'm not defending Ethereum at all. I think Ethereum is the worst smart contract platform. It's been the most, I guess, adopted so far, but
Yes,
I mean,
I
just
agree.
the fact that it's proof of work makes it not scalable.
I can't believe people keep building NFTs on it, and I can't believe that they're worth so much.
Yeah, it's
And-
like who wants to pay $400 just to buy something?
Oh, dude! Yesterday, this NFT drop happened. It was called Shiba Social Club.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Guess what the gas fees for this drop were?
600.
No,
I'm not going higher than that.
they got as high as 16 to 32K, like 4 to 5 ETH.
Oh,
No one meant no. I just saw
Yep.
the Discord. People were
I'm
like,
gonna call some bot bullshit on that, I think, or
Well, no,
some sort of
people-
manipulation, because having 200,000 people in their Discord too, like I just don't get how that is so much popular than like Bored Apes even, and how did I not hear about it
Bored
earlier
Apes-
if it was?
Dude, Bored Apes has their own merch. Like, I'm not saying Shiba is more popular than Bored Apes, but my point is like when this dropped and like there was mint, like a lot of people were trying to mint, and the fees, because so many people were trying to mint because it was so congested, that the fees exploded. But
I
my
know.
point is too, is like Stacks makes Bitcoin scalable without changing Bitcoin.
That is pretty cool. I mean, I don't know.
There's no Bitcoin congestion with Stacks because it runs on, when you learn about proof of burn and proof of transfer, it's like revolutionary. Because Stacks rents Bitcoin security. Like if Bitcoin were to fail, Stacks can jump to the next secure blockchain and then run its proof of burn, proof of transfer through that. Like they are just using, they can use any blockchain they want. If they theoretically wanted to go hop onto the Ethereum blockchain and run proof of burn and proof of transfer there, they could. And then they theoretically they would make, what, are you just laughing at the art?
I was laughing at the art.
Yeah, I know, right?
I just can't buy anything with the word Shiba in it.
Yeah, I remember you saying that too, Ethan. But like Stacks, they can make a scalable version of Ethereum through proof of burn, through transfer. But still, like, I don't know why you do that, because Ethereum is like not as secure as Bitcoin. So why not do it on the most secure blockchain? And they did that. So it's like, I just don't think anything can stop this once developers understand this. And like I'm almost thinking about developing my own labs on top of Stacks and then just like hiring developers and start cooking up DAOs and NFT projects. So I'm like, fuck, no one else is going to do anything. I'll just start cooking up and doing it.
Yeah, but developers don't like that.
Developers don't like what?
Because they'll just do it themselves. Why would they cut you in on it?
Well, I know that's.
They would cut you in on it if you added some money to it. That's probably what you have.
Yeah, like
If you're an investor.
Salary or something, funding or a salary or something, like you can figure it out.
Yeah.
Lucas, what different coding languages do you know? I'm just curious.
I mean,
I've never
Python's
asked you.
definitely-
I've never
Python's
asked you.
definitely the go. Python's the go-to because it's just easy. You can do a lot with it. It's a very good scripting language. My job requires me to know Scala, which is like a functional programming language. I'm not a huge fan of functional. I feel like, I mean, I don't really know what a lot of the projects are written on. I feel like Ruby's a big one for crypto. Do you guys know?
I just thought of Solidity.
Ruby? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I mean, like Solidity,
know.
but I'm not. It's like I'm not too familiar with that one.
I have
My big ones are Python, Scala, Java.
Morales.
There's like a lot of the new ones I don't really know because I mean I just know what I learned in university, and then when I moved over to this job, I'm just learning the languages that I need to know.
Oh, so Solana's written in Rust.
Okay, yeah, Rust I'm familiar with, but I haven't really actively coded in it.
Yeah. Ethereum, Binance, Avalanche, those are everything done in MetaMask is through Solidity. And then Bitcoin's C+, like Sharp, whatever it is.
Yeah,
C++,
yeah,
whatever.
probably C++. I know C++.
Yeah, and then Clarity, from my understanding, is a Lisp dialect. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, I know Lisp. I hate Lisp.
Really?
It's like I think it's a really old functional one if I remember right. But there was this like theoretical course I had to take in Lisp, and yeah, no, I'd rather die than take that class again personally.
Okay, well, what's interesting too, so Stacks has been around since 2013. They only launched their coin in 2019. But from 2013 to 2017, when they started doing all their stuff, they spent 4 years on research and developing to figure out how they could even create smart contracts in Bitcoin. And they got like a list of PhDs and scholars and shit. Their line is insane. What's also interesting too is they're the first cryptocurrency to be approved by the SEC that's a non-security.
That's cool, actually.
See, dude, Stacks is like so far ahead of the game that a lot of people don't realize it. Like they're already regulated.
Ethereum's not a security.
I don't care. They're already touched by the SEC. They're ahead of the game because now they've already passed regulation.
Ethereum, the SEC ruled Ethereum not a security.
Is there like a website where you can just look up the list of tokens that have been?
I was just reading all about Stacks, and Stacks has been the first one that's been approved by the SEC. They got approved back in 2013, so they've been around and approved for a while. But also, it just puts them ahead of the game because they don't have to deal with the stupid regulatory requirement. Like, if the US really decides to go like ape shit on regulation, like Stacks is major chilling. But you can't say, like, sure, Ethan, you're telling me, oh, they deemed Ethereum not a security. You can't say that about every other thing that's in crypto.
Oh yeah, well, the XRP lawsuit is gonna decide a whole host of things.
Well, to be honest, I think the XRP people are gonna win, even though I hate them.
Yeah, oh
I
yeah,
think they'll win.
for
I think
sure.
they'll win just because the SEC did not.
Well, they
like,
can't
SEC
enforce
really-
rules that they don't have, so.
Well, they can't do that, but it's also apparently there was insider trading involved with it, which is like super sauce, and that has
Yeah.
to come out too.
I'm sure there was.
Like I just don't see how the SEC could actually win this thing. The only thing I think they could get them on is how like their token releasing, because from my understanding, Ripple Labs, they just release tokens whenever they want. So theoretically, SEC could be like, hey, since you didn't disclose your selling, or you didn't vest your tokens, or you didn't have a filing that was publicly offered, they could ding them on that. That's the really only thing I could see happening. Because that's what Stacks went through, is they did all their publicly filings, and that's how they registered themselves as a non-security. But that's how I could see like Ripple getting massively dinged, because theoretically that's like insider trading and dumping on XRP. But that's if they get clarified as security. And to be honest, I don't even know what, like, I know what XRP does, but there's nothing being built on it. It just seems like a.
Well,
like
they're
a-
trying to now, yeah, to probably to back their whole argument of not being a security.
Right.
So the only reason I know why Stacks is written in a Lisp dialect, because the cryptocurrency company that I used to work out, I showed it to one of my our head of product, head of architect. I can't remember what his title was. And he told me, oh, this is interesting. It looks like it's written in a Lisp dialect. So I'm not too sure am I understanding it, but to be honest, I haven't done a deep dive in how to build in this. So I think I'm going to probably do that over the next few days. And I'm actually curious if I could actually code this myself.
I was just trying to, hold on. First, I gotta updating my Zoom so we don't get locked out right now. It's about to end it.
What languages do you know, Nick? Or do you go by
Nothing. I started teaching myself Python, and I hated it.
Oh, Python. I would say Python's definitely a good introduction one.
That's so, when you said Python and Python, I was kind of laughing in my head, because I'm like, every single person that I've talked to has hated learning Python.
Python's beautiful. I love it. It's so simple, elegant.
Dude, that's so funny. Everyone else has said, dude, yeah, like I hated learning Python too. But you're also a computer science guy. Everyone else they've come from the perspective of like traditional finance, as in like hedge fund guys, quant traders.
Yeah.
They all hated learning Python through that route. So you're a computer science guy, but even I think I've talked to at least one or two guys in that realm who have said, yeah, I didn't really enjoy learning Python either. Once I got into JavaScript, it was a lot more fun.
Yeah, it's like JavaScript's good, but I mean JavaScript is also pretty notorious for security flaws, and also it's intuitive, but also you find yourself just like running into issues on your own with that. Like there's a lot of times where you can write code that looks good, but then causes problems down the road, just in terms of like even like running right versus even not even security. I guess
And
Python's similar like
people
that,
are gonna
but
exploit everything they can out of it too.
yeah, it's like that as well.
That's what's so sad about cryptos. I can't believe like, are you serious? You're really gonna fucking hack all these people? Like,
That's how everything is, like video
Yeah, it's like-
games and stuff.
At the end of the day, if you can find people to steal their money from, and it's that easy, why not? Not saying I would do it. I'm just saying, like, everyone's a Nigerian prince.
yeah, well, that's me showing Stacks. So I don't know. Like, I think like, I don't know. I'm trying to like develop the shit out of it, because I think it's so undervalued compared to everything. I just don't think I don't find any flaws in it. I really don't. It's regulatory requirement. It's a deflationary token. There's only 1.8 billion of them. The team behind this is fucking insane. I don't think I've ever seen a better team in terms of credentials.
Do they like, do they have like faces to the names?
Yes, they're all transparent. Like, yes, faces to names. You can see everyone on the Stacks website.
That's nice.
And dude, they've been developing this stuff for 6 years. Like, they could have They could have came out and been before Ethereum in terms of smart contracts, but no, they spent more years developing research and development and understanding if the thing that we're doing would even work.
I mean, that, yeah, it's like, that's ultimately what drew me to Cardano, was the fact that they were so research heavy. It's like, I still do like IOHK, even though it doesn't seem like they're being adopted as quickly as they wanted to be.
Oh, I think Cardano's a shit coin. Like,
I really like Cardano.
I mean, when were they supposed to have smart contracts? August, was it?
They have
I mean,
them. People
yeah,
just
if
aren't.
they have them, it's just
mean,
no one's, I mean,
Look at the ecosystem. I mean, it's not like there's no one building on it.
yeah,
There's
it's
no
not like a flip, it's not like a flip of the switch where it's like, oh, smart contracts are on, every project has everything ready. It's like, now that it's on, they can start developing on it.
I know, but isn't there not even a DEX available yet?
I mean, there's a lot of test ones, but yeah, I don't know if there's an official DEX on Cardano.
See, I don't, in my opinion, I think
X liquidity 1, 2, 3, 7, 11, 15.
meme coins.
I think 8X actually has a working one. I have threw a couple grand into that one. It hasn't been doing so well, but that's just because the whole Cardano ecosystem's down since September.
See, I also just don't like, I really don't like any proof of stake blockchain, period. I'm just messing around with Ethereum, Avalanche, and all these other little proof of stake blockchains because the money's good. You can make money really quickly.
Proof of
But,
stake
like,
is the
long-term-
future.
No, it's not.
Proof of stake is definitely a step in the direction past proof of work.
You
It might
need,
not be the future.
you
but
only need one proof of work chain, and that's Bitcoin. Everything else doesn't have to be,
Yes, you only
or
need
shouldn't
one proof
be.
of work,
Everything
yes.
shouldn't be proof of work. Everything
Right,
else should be
yeah,
proof of
right.
stake.
Yes, but my point is like I don't understand the value proposition of proof of stake. Like, yes, oh my god, it saves you a ton of energy, but there's nothing like energy wise that's really backing the coin, and that's what money is. It's monetary energy. Like we exchange. Like Lucas, right now you're working for money. That's a monetary exchange. You're giving your
Right.
monetary energy for dollars. But the thing is dollars.
Well, he's locking up his monetary energy to earn dollars. You're locking it up when you stake.
What do you mean when you? Yes, but there's nothing done in Ethereum when you do that. There's no energy that's given.
Well, it's borrowed.
Exactly.
It's essentially like lending. And then
That's
you're getting rewards for borrowing.
Yeah, but that's like, I just don't see how any proof of stake adoption will ever occur.
Can you explain your counter argument again? I was like kind of honed in.
Okay, so I'll go back to it. Let's say even more simplistic job. Like let's say you work at McDonald's, like fucking McDonald's.
Right, yeah.
So you work 8 hours every single day, you work 40 hours a week, so on and so forth, and you make like 25K based off Google salary metrics. That's not even tax. Yeah, you're balling.
Mhm.
When you work there, you give up your monetary time in exchange for dollars. So theoretically, we can call dollars monetary energy because you're using your time, your effort, you're expending your effort to get dollars. So we can call that monetary energy. But the thing is dollars are a terrible storage of monetary energy because they're being deflated by the US government by $90 billion a month.
Mhm.
So let's throw in a proof of stake blockchain to do that. Let's say you get paid in Ethereum. Well, Ethereum isn't deflationary when you take away the burning of the fees. There's infinite Ethereum, and same with every other smart contract blockchain except Avalanche, from my understanding. Every other smart contract blockchain has infinite amount of coins that can get created. So effectively, every smart contract blockchain isn't a good storage of monetary energy. It's basically the same thing as fiat. Now, the only reason Ethereum can be called deflationary is because of the burning of tokens. But when you burn all these tokens, you have to pay these enormous fees to send and transact it. So it's an awful form of transactioning and actually using that monetary.
It was like that before they issued the EIP 1559 token burn, though. It was already like that.
Exactly. But when you take this into account, you also have to take into account, okay, well, you can send and transact this, but what about storing it? Well, you can't really store Ethereum because let's say every single person stored Ethereum, the price would just go up because no one's burning fees and transacting it. So it's the worst store of value. Now, when you bring in Bitcoin, proof of work, well, it's deflationary already. We got 21 million that's cooking the supply. So you know the issuance schedule of it. Therefore, it's an actual store value, no matter if people send and transact it or if they just hold it.
Yeah, I
You know?
guess
That's why proof of stake will never work in the long term, because if everyone decided to hold it, the price would die.
it was my speculation that Bitcoin is going to be a store value similar to gold and reach some sort of a maximum market cap, whereas smart contract chains are going to be like holding mutual funds in the stock market. So people don't hold gold in their portfolio in a booming economy. It doesn't make sense. They're going to hold the things that are capturing value a lot faster. Now, the only thing that's going to offset that is if there's actually a lot of real building happening on Bitcoin. So then maybe the whole market will continue to move together. But the thing is the smart contract platforms are still way ahead of any building on top of Bitcoin, because no one's built on top of Bitcoin. Everyone just kept making their own thing.
It's like, that's ultimately what I was aware of. Like proof of stake, yeah, not a good proof, or not a very good way to store value, like you said. But I mean, like Ethan's saying, it's just a matter of, I think it's a good platform, good infrastructure in terms of just building projects and trading NFTs, you know, at the end of the
Yes, exactly. Like I'm in the space too. I'm not going to say I'm not in space, but I'm only in the space to make a quick buck, because I know Bitcoin will theoretically outperform everything, not outperform, underperform. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Correct myself. Underperform everything that's in this, you know, these DAOs and all these NFT products. I can make a quick buck in it. I understand that. But in the long term of things, these things aren't good holds, because if everyone holds them, there's no fees that are being burned, and therefore it's not deflationary and the price is just going to tank. So it's not a good form of monetary energy, and that's what you have to get back to.
Okay, I understand the argument now.
So that's why I'm like, you know, shilling like stacks and whatnot, and shilling. I don't know. I'm very educational in my thing. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, here's the market cap and you know, here's all this, but like I'm actually talking about the fundamentals of it. That's why I like stacks, because I'm like, I just don't see how, like, sure, it's slow to adopt, but like, look at Ethereum. It took kind of forever for Ethereum to really pump off. Like now we're in this NFT craze where there's a project that drops every hour. Like before, like a year ago, it was maybe a project every week or maybe a project every month, but that's what it is on stacks right now. There's a project maybe every month or every week. I don't know the actual statistics of how many projects are being dropped. But once you get the shift to developers that understand like, oh, fuck, this is just a better monetary system that's set up and that's actually meant to scale. It's like, well, okay, you know, it's game theory. Well, why am I going to hold Ethereum?
So I paid like $800 for this in like summer of 2020. I got a half off. And then I got automatically billed again at the end of this summer. I still haven't used it at all, really.
Yeah, automatically billed.
But look at all this stuff. So this is all basics, you know, JavaScript. There's like on-chain analysis, algorithmic trading. See, they've added new stuff: DeFi 201, DeFi 101, Ethereum DApp programming, Ethereum programming, EOS programming, but they don't really have anything else. But I mean, they're adding. I mean, I guess there's more. See all. This is, if you know the YouTuber Ivan on Tech, he made this. He's like a programmer.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty serious course, not gonna lie.
It is. I mean, the stuff, it's worth the money I paid. I just haven't used it at all, and I should be. He's been teaching people how to make their own coins and stuff since like 2016.
Yeah. Lucas, I'm surprised
he was my favorite YouTube channel to watch when in summer 2020, when I'd literally get up in the morning and I'd watch his Good Morning Crypto show, and whatever altcoin he said on there, I'd buy it instantly and then sell it right away.
Lucas, for someone who's a software engineer, I'm surprised you haven't like made your whole, or are you in like crypto and DeFi? Like, do you work for a crypto company?
No. I work for a coupon code company, so not even close.
Okay, I don't know. I just like, everyone I've seen, once they touch crypto, they just like fall in love with it. You know, it goes from their 9 to 5 job to 24/7 in crypto.
I mean, it's definitely a big part of my life. I haven't fully immersed myself in it. I don't know if I will, like maybe I will, but as of now, it's just, I like the job that I have. I like my coworkers. I don't see myself jumping ship anytime soon. Maybe I could make a personal project, but it just, I don't
Oh,
know.
dude, you can make like insane amounts. So like this website Ethan's got up, Angelus, is a great one. You can just see all the different software
Right.
engineering jobs. Like,
Right.
dude, you can make.
There's so many crypto jobs on.
I
I've
don't
been
know what
meaning
your
to
resume
apply
is.
for like some trader jobs and things like
Yeah.
that, but I haven't even.
I don't know what your resume looks like or how like advanced you are at coding.
I mean, it's like I graduated in July. I'm only like 4 months into this job. So.
Okay, well, like some of the dude, I think the minimum I've seen of these jobs is like 100K every single time. Like
Yeah.
at my previous crypto company, I'm pretty sure our minimum was 90K. But we were zero knowledge proof rollups, which are insanely hard to code. So like we had a select few that could actually get that. I think. What's up?
I want to log into my account. What the fuck is this? No.
So I'm pretty sure we gave 90K salary in Tether, and then we also had a token distribution too. So you invested tokens as well. So if the tokens like decided 10x, you probably have like a $500,000 salary as well. But yeah, dude, like I just don't understand how there's so many different software engineering jobs. Like Ethan texted me that last night. We missed out on going to software. We missed out. That's where all the money is software engineering.
I mean, yeah.
I was like, we tweaked bad not doing that.
It's like working for literally just a company that, has coupons. Like it's just, you go on the website, you find a coupon, you put it in. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's what I help with doing, and I make way too much money doing it, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
This looks way different than the last time I looked at it.
It's like I work remotely, so technically it's not the Minneapolis mirror, but like I think the median salary for a software engineer in Minneapolis is like 85K, and it's like I'm above that at the very least. So
yeah, exactly. Like, dude, I can't believe like some of the salaries I see for just software engineering. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, it's nice, but yeah, it's like I still can't find myself the money to like invest more in crypto. Like I can only get like $500 in like a month, which kind of sucks because I like to. It's
you can blow all your cash.
But I like maxing out my 401k. Like I like diversifying.
Dude, you need to max out your Roth IRA, and if you don't have one, you need to get one right now.
401k is the worst thing.
You need to get money. You actually need to get it right now before the end of the year and put 6K in it. You need to take 6K of your crypto. I'm telling you right now. I'm being serious right now. I trust capital. Go make an account, take 6K of your crypto and put it in before December 31st. You can only put in a maximum of $6,000 every year. You need to do it every year because all your gains are tax-free and you can trade within your Roth IRA.
Right.
Also, every trade tax-free.
Lucas, and your 401k only has access to stocks. Stocks, what do average 14% a day? Dude, Ethan and I we can make that in a day.
It's Roth IRA is the best retirement vehicle that's ever been. You can't access it until retirement. But like think of putting $6,000 in crypto this year and what that's going to be in 50 years. Right. Or I mean, not quite that long, 40.
Well, it's like that's ultimately kind of, it's like, yeah, like obviously make a Roth IRA, but like, I mean, the whole point of crypto is to retire earlier than 65 when you can't actually do anything with your fucking life.
Right. I mean, you can take distributions early. There's like if you're actually like retired or whatever, there's a few loopholes.
Well, Ethan, there's one loophole I know off the top of my head. So you can roll your Roth IRA into a business, and then you can start using your Roth IRA to like fund your business. But then a lot of the profits from your business have to like go back to your Roth IRA. But your 401k, you're only getting access to stocks there. Do you even get to pick what stocks you get to buy?
Yeah.
Okay, you do.
Yeah.
It's like I do it through Fidelity, which lets you do what you want to
Okay,
do.
Fidelity's not too bad, and Fidelity's actually pretty crypto heavy, so I wouldn't surprise me if you could get exposure to crypto.
I was like, I haven't researched heavily into the crypto space just because, I mean, I have my crypto holdings, I have my stock holdings, I have my 401k. I'm kind of like spread around. But yeah, it's like, I'm pretty sure I have like the 401k made me a Roth IRA. I'm trying to figure out if.
Like,
I
dude,
can-
you're getting absolutely wrecked because what are your fees in your 401k? Like 1%, 2%,
It's like 0.4.
0.4? Okay, but when you compound that over years, that adds up to an absurd amount of money. So like my parents,
Well,
they don't have,
the taxes that you're paying is even way more absurd.
yes, and then you're paying taxes at the end of it. You don't even get to.
Everyone should have a Roth. Everyone should have a Roth before anything else.
Well, it's like my 401k.
It is the
I'm
first
pretty
thing that
sure-
you do once you have emergency fund established, like enough cash to, bail yourself out of jail or go to the hospital or something, or if you get fired, that's your emergency fund. Second is necessary insurance, only necessary. You don't need all the other bullshit that insurance companies are going to try and sell you. And then Roth IRA is your first investment vehicle.
Well, it's like-
Always. And I would recommend crypto for that.
Yeah, for me, I mean, yeah, it's like I'm in a 401k, but I contribute directly to a Roth. So like I am contributing to a Roth IRA.
You are. So how much
Yeah.
have you put in this year?
So far, only $4,000.
Okay, so you got $2,000 left. Go start at
Yeah.
iTrust Capital and put in $2,000.
Like Lucas, like I kid you not, that's probably like I wouldn't say anything better than that. Like you're getting absolutely in 20 or even in 20 years, if the US government's still around by then,
And then keep going.
like taxes, dude, if you live in the state of California, the tax treatment's 53%.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like not even thinking about that. Minneapolis isn't great, but
I
it's,
know, but it'll always go up because the way that the dollar is fucked right now, like Ethan and I know this pretty well. Like the dollar is so fucked. So like to be honest, my prediction is that I think the US dollar will fall apart in like 5 years. Some people don't believe me on that, but if you study any point of history, no government has paid back their money.
yeah.
Every government has also failed. So there's not like one universal government that's lasted all the time.
Did you
Yeah.
see my
So-
did you see I
so when you-
screenshotted your story and reposted
yes,
it?
yes.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That Joe Biden tweet.
So like when people are like, oh, the US government is going to fail, like, buddy, you just have to look at history and understand that there's a risk with every single thing. And when you don't account for that risk, like Ethan and I don't know how much money Ethan has in crypto, if it's all his wealth, but I have all my wealth in crypto. I have it written on my 24 keywords. So like, let's say it really hit the fan. All I have to do is memorize there's 24 words and I can go wherever I want in the world and then use those 24 words to get back into my crypto wallet and have my entire wealth with me.
This is the only thing that's going to end the dollar. And it's
Like,
enough development and infrastructure built in crypto and digital assets for every other country in the world to say, fuck you, I'm done using the dollar. That's
Right,
exactly what's
right.
going to happen.
And that's ultimately
Someday. It's how soon it's going to happen.
and that's ultimately what, I mean, that's what's got me into cryptos at the end of the day. It's like, yeah, I don't like the inflationary US dollar. No one likes the fact that
But see, the thing is it'll always happen because it's politicians that are controlling it, and we really have no say. It's also like
The funny thing is it's only getting worse, even though we've already lost 99% of the value of the US dollar in the last 100 years.
And yeah, and where it's like what still has me, investing in stocks and investing in a 401k that isn't fully crypto is, I mean,
it's the only thing
is
you
it
can
crypto?
invest in.
huh?
It's the only thing you can invest in.
As far as I'm concerned, also, yeah, except for real estate. Cash flow in real estate is very safe.
Yeah. I mean, physical assets will always be safe at the end of the day because everyone wants something tangible, like even like guns, that has a store of value.
True, yeah, for sure.
So like, let's say the US government falls apart tomorrow. Like, what would I actually do? I'd probably move to like Puerto Rico or Portugal if I can actually get there, because the tax treatment for those two places is 0% capital gains on crypto. Same with El Salvador. I'd be very comfortable moving to El Salvador based on what they're currently doing. So like, it's not like I would just move to some random country and figure life out. Like, there's already places set up with hella infrastructure. Like Ukraine actually has an insane amount of crypto infrastructure. Like there's rental properties in Ukraine that have already NFT'd rental properties. So it's like, there's tons of different options here. And it's not like, you can't just be so loyal and nationalism towards like one thing. You kind of just have to diversify and figure like my ledger, I can take my ledger wherever I fucking want. And it's the most secure crypto device. So it's like, I don't know, just try and stop that. But like, I guess we're kind of going on a rant here, but like in terms of investing, you're getting raped with your 401k, dude.
But it's also not even my biggest holding. It's just a holding.
I know.
Right. It's automatic from his job and they match you, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
only like 3. It's only like 3%.
Right. Yeah. So of course, I mean, it's just diversification. Like take it. But in
Like
terms of
at the end of the day,
personal investment,
I believe in crypto. I love crypto, but I mean, like a powerful government has the potential to stop it and destroy the entire thing if they like wanted to really, really badly.
they can't destroy it. They can stop it essentially, but they can't destroy it.
I mean, the fact that they can stop it is just like, that's enough for me to be like, I can't go all in on it.
The stop is temporary though.
How old are you, Lucas?
22.
Okay, so you got 43 years. Do you think taxes are going to be higher or no? Not 43 years. You got 38 years. Do you think taxes are going to be higher in 38 years or like right now?
No, they'll be higher in 38 years.
This is
so it's just like
part of financial
why have a
planning.
401k?
You always account for rising taxes in the future because they're only going to go up as we become more of a communist country.
You account for rising taxes, you account for inflation, you have like, I mean, yeah, just the fact that the S&P, I mean, it's growing great recently, or has been. It feels very artificial.
It's artificial.
Yeah, it's very artificial.
Yeah.
But it's like, even the fact that it's like, what, 10% annual, that
keeps going up.
down to like,
Well, it's actually negative. The global cost of capital is 15%. Over the last year, in total, we've expanded the money supply like globally by 26%. So if you aren't getting 26% on your money, you're negative.
That's where I'm ultimately, that's what's good.
The stock market's only gone up, and that was the whole time through like GDP decreasing 35%, unemployment up 35%. Nothing happening, all these businesses closing, like it's all fake printing fuel on the fire.
Did I tell you, Ethan, about the other tweet that Biden said, where it's just like, it's like the unemployment rate has dropped like 0.9% since I've taken office. That's the fastest unemployment drop in the first year of any.
We've never had unemployment like this since the Great Depression.
Exactly. Like this dude's trying so hard to suck his own dick. And it's like, dude, like we all know the reason unemployment's dropping is because everyone lost their job like a year ago. Like everything was closed, you asshole.
What was that Biden tweet, Nick?
Which one? The debt one?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay, Lucas, this quote or this tweet that he reposted, it went on along the lines of the U.S. always pays back.
No, I brought that up to Ethan too. I saw the same one. That one, physically, like just like
literally contradicted himself in the same sentence and looked like a complete idiot.
In the tweet, we always pay back our debts. That's why I've made sure that we can have more debt.
That's why I have made sure that we will raise the debt ceiling so we will never pay it back, so we can continue doing whatever the fuck we want.
Like Nicholas, you're right. Like it's just no government pays back their debts, because in order to expand your fucking government and economy, it's not sustaining. You cannot
exactly. So then we're circling back to my whole original debate. Like that's why I see stacks taking over everything in terms of proof of stake, and not in proof of stake, but in terms of capturing all the proof of stake value that's happening. I just Bitcoin solves everything, but you can't build on Bitcoin right now. But Stacks does build on Bitcoin. It doesn't fuck around with Bitcoin code. It doesn't congest the network. It runs on top of Bitcoin. So fundamentally, it's the most synergetic pair that I've ever seen in crypto.
I kind of think that there will be a lot of things that die off and there will be a lot of things that live. And they will kind of find their own little nesting in whatever their purpose of the market is, whatever works best on their platform or whatever they do well. Like Ethereum, extremely high transaction fees. No one's ever going to use that for everyday transactions ever. They might use it for something, or it might become a ghost chain for whales. I don't know. There's going to be, I mean, like something for maybe NFTs, or all the gaming developers are going to build on this one because of these reasons, and just things like that. And they're going to kind of settle into what fits the best. And there's going to be ones that capture more value than others for sure. And that's the thing that we're trying to figure out, I guess.
All right. Can I try and rope this convo into the DAOs, because I am very interested in what we are thinking.
Okay, I'm gonna stay on for like 10 more minutes. Like I got like shit I need to do.
Same.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's like I got like 15 minutes left of my break, but
Okay, shoot. What do you got?
oh, it's like that's. I mean, Ethan said he's got a lot to talk about on the DAOs. I'm interested to hear about them. That's just all. Because yeah, I mean, it's like my money has lost a lot in the last month and a half, because I'm too heavily invested into the layer 3s and the alts. I got to figure out a way to grow that money back, because
Layer 3s?
or just like the very small market cap coins, not actually layer 3s. Just stuff that's only like max 5 billion market cap.
What's a layer? What name a coin that's a layer 3?
Hold on, I'll look it up.
Like stuff that's built on a layer 2?
Layer 3.
share your screen.
Application layer protocols.
Like Polygon's layer 2,
Right.
Arbitrum's layer 2.
So something built on Polygon would be layer 3.
Yeah, I think you're mixing up your terminology, Lucas.
I mean, I probably am. I'm not good with the terminologies.
Yeah, you're good. I was just like, when you said layer 3, I'm like, I don't know anything that, I mean, I
Yeah,
could.
no, I didn't mean to shock you with that. I'm just saying, yeah, I have too much invested into the
Layer
like
two.
ultimately the smaller M cap. We're all learning here.
So basically, whoa, what's going on? These are the degenerate things that
Oh,
I have
clown.
invested in lately.
On Trader Joe.
Yeah.
Trader Joe's
Why?
is the DAX. Trader Joe's is the DAX.
I know, I just think it's funny that's called Trader Joe.
Oh, I know. I love how all the DEXs too are named after animals, like Pancake Swap or
Sushi Swap.
Sushi
So,
Swap, or DEX are usually named after foods too.
My average price on here from minting, which is, so if this is Midas,
Dude, that's a really interesting chart actually. That bottom support line.
it's
pretty interesting.
ascending triangle, bullish. Also, I mean, there's a lot of ways you could look at it.
The ROI is 133%.
Inverse, head and shoulders.
Dude, that thing's not going up. There's too much supply being pumped in.
Yeah, I feel like it's also after 5 days, everyone
Well,
sells their initial stake.
Ethan,
Yeah,
go back to the.
And then they let the rest ride.
No,
Yeah.
What
Ethan,
is
go
going
back.
on, dude? I can't delete this. Go back to
Go back to the thing, the staking. Dude, 130. Dude, that means they're diluting holders by 133% every 5 days.
the
That
total
means if there's
value
100
locked
tokens-
was 30 million like
Dude,
2 days ago.
it doesn't matter. This is just a pump.
Dude,
This
they
is
all
like-
are.
This is degen a degen.
Like-
Dude, don't be killing this shit.
Like I'm not showing this. When I post these in the Discord, these are not financial advice.
And the bonds are at 75%. So that means if you get a bond, you get
This is
75%.
This is currently what I'm doing. So I'm
Oh
bonding
my God.
5 days vesting term. I mean, if you did it right now,
I paid
87.
$60
so
a month for this.
you'd actually get way more than me. But bonding is technically safer than staking because bonding is kind of like buying an option contract or a futures contract. Allows
If the
me
price
to,
goes up, you make more money, but if the price go down, you majorly lose.
well, no, if the price goes down, I still have the right to buy at this price. So
No, you don't. No, you don't. Because okay, let's say you buy a bond right now for
I'm explaining it as a
250.
futures contract.
You're missing something. So let's
What
say
am I
you buy a
missing?
bond, you buy one right now for $222.15. You buy one right now. Let's say the price drops to 200 right now. It drops 50%. You put in $222.15.
Yeah.
So you
So
lost.
I haven't lost anything. If the price drops to 222.15, I haven't lost anything. I will still have the same amount of
But you're-
crown that I'm minting,
Yes, exactly.
and
But it's
they
a
will
future
be
contract.
worth this much because this is how much I bought them for. So they'll be
Yes,
worth the same
exactly.
amount
Yeah.
that I bought them for. I will
Yes,
have made
but-
nothing.
Yeah, but if the price goes up,
But
it's
I will
like
be
a
getting
big-
rebase rewards because it will be automatically staking from this. So I'll actually
Oh,
be in profit if price drops to this price. Currently,
Well-
price is at
Well,
almost double.
yeah, but that's if you auto restake every 8 hours. It doesn't automatically claim and stake it for you. You have to do that yourself every 8 hours. No, I know that. But
Yeah,
that's only if you do it every 8 hours.
right. Well, I'm not
Like,
gonna do it I'll do it once a day. I mean,
Like when you look at this chart, like I think to be honest, rebasing charts are kind of silly because they don't take in account this massive dilution that's happening. Dude, 132% ROI. I've never seen it that high before.
I find them extremely fascinating, and all I've been doing is studying them the last few
Well,
days.
yeah, these protocol owned liquidity DAOs are pretty fucking interesting. But when they tank, they don't come back. Like it's very hard.
Not necessarily. Well, the thing is like, okay, yeah, the whales get in, they make a shitload of money, and then they dump the price. But the rewards are so great, they're just gonna buy back in at lower, get way more, make way more rewards, and thus the cycle continues. So like, it's hard to say it's a Ponzi scheme if you technically, as long as the people who are in it first that are making a shitload of money, as long as they stay in, you don't technically need new people coming in all the time. Obviously that helps, raises
You do
market
need new
cap,
people
raises
to come in.
price.
You do need new people to come in to buy up the diluting supply. Otherwise, the treasury balance can't go up. Because sure, if people are selling, the treasury makes money.
If
from
the whales
people.
keep buying more of the
But
diluting
usually
supply,
the whales
then
don't
that's
want to.
right. Well,
Usually
that's
smart
that's the
people-
thing. That's the thing. Do they want to?
That's the thing is, I like.
If the rewards are so great, if the future is promising, if the treasury is being used for something, then you would imagine that they'll buy back in at a low price.
So, okay, I'm gonna have to hop off now, but I'm gonna hop in. I'll probably call you later, Ethan. If Lucas, you want to hop on this too? I'm gonna mint for Azure DAO later at 5 p.m. today. I don't know if you want to do that either. It's on Solana, so you need to have Solana ready.
Okay, I have $1,000 on my.
Yeah, I would
Phantom.
read the medium. I would read the medium docs before you hop into it, so you don't just degen everything. Like it's actually good to know how these DAOs work.
I actually like. Have you read the white paper for Midas?
Not Midas, but that other one you sent in, Unis,
Eunice.
Eunice.
Where is it?
That one's actually pretty interesting. I might invest in this one.
I think it's interesting too, and it looks cool. Like it's well made.
Yes, it's well made and it's a low market cap.
It's just like any crypto project. Like if they're going to continue developing, then then it's an investment long term. You're trusting the team and the developers, but they could fuck you over too.
Yeah. Okay. So Ethan, you want to pop in another Zoom at like 5:55 or something, so we can get ready for. I'm gonna mint. I don't know, Lucas.
I thought it was at 5. Mint at 5.
So Yeah.
So
455.
yeah,
Well, okay, I'm in CST. You are too, Ethan. So.
yes.
Yeah. I'm also
Oh, is
CST.
it 6 Eastern time?
Well, here, let me check it. I'm gonna make sure that I was right on the time. Yeah,
Yeah, I might hop in. My sister flies in and I have to like host her, so I might be busy. So I might.
Oh,
miss
that's
that.
fine. I mean, I'm gonna mint this thing because I already have 3 NFTs for this thing, and this is I'm very interested in this project. And these developers are very serious, like the way that they're announcing stuff, the way that they're running this IDO pretty well too. It's kind of got a low amount of members, like it's only 15,000, but it's pretty interesting. So do you ever, Ethan, do you ever refer to that spreadsheet that I dropped in, the Ohm Fork spreadsheet?
Yeah.
Where are you finding all these new DAOs then?
Through Discords.
Really? Just through Discord?
Yeah.
Because I haven't looked at that spreadsheet for a while, so I'm like, huh.
I mean, if we're in a good DAO with a good community, everyone believes in it, good developers, good announcements, good marketing news, whatever, then it's easier to find good ones through those, essentially, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna hop off. So it was great meeting you, Lucas, and it was good to talk.
Let's go. Yeah, it was good talking to you.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Like I like having people challenge my ideas because I definitely don't know everything. So.
Oh no, I love talking about crypto too, because not it seems like you're pretty educated, and I'm talking with a computer science guy who actually knows the code. So it was good talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll try and get some more people on next time too. I know more people that are pretty educated about this stuff, and
Yeah.
I know people that make an absolute stupid amount of money yield
I
farming.
mean, it's like that's ultimately what I want to freaking do. Like, why is it I joined this course? Like, I'm not blaming you at all, but I'm just saying, like, why is it I joined this? I'm at 50,000, and all of a sudden I'm at fucking like I don't even like 30. Like, I'm just like,
Well, because
what am I doing so
the
wrong?
market's down 30%.
I know, but like, I just feel like an idiot. I just wish that I could have gotten to the 100K like I really wanted to.
That ain't,
know.
dude, dude, you could literally take that 50K right now, throw it into one of these for 5 days and make 100K or make it all
And that's what I want to do. But already, I mean, Olympus, I'm down.
Just don't do 50, do 10 and spread it out over a couple of them. And I mean, now is a good time to buy in a lot of them. Like if you believe in Nemesis, we're pretty much back down to lows.
Yeah, no, Nemesis is low.
And I would wait. I mean, probably the 18th, 19th, we're going to break out of this downtrend and buyers are going to come back in. Why? Because Nemesis has the highest APY on Binance Smart Chain. So same thing. This one is a little bit sketchier. I'm gonna go to the Swips.
You really are you're going to the degenerate side of these things.
Hold on, did you look at the Rug Generous DAO?
No, it's like I haven't seen any of the newer ones that you've thrown in.
This isn't new. Nicholas actually showed me it. Fuck. Damn it.
What's the 5 day on this one?
I'll search
80%. Nice.
You're gonna laugh your ass off.
Rug generous DAO. Rug generous. I'm so worried.
Rug.farm.
Oh, I love them so much. I love them.
I will not connect my wallet. A Ponzi yield, definitely real stats. APY, nice round number.
Nice round number.
Like 29 trillion or something, or quadrillion. 5 day staking ROI, 80. Backing per rug. I mean, it seems like it's like a meme, but like it might be real too, but just because it's a meme, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, look at this. Why does it say minus? I guess that's the discount. Mint discounts, yeah. But then why aren't these positive? That doesn't make sense. API big, trust me, bro.
Some ruggy mints.
Documentation.
I'm worried about the docs.
I haven't looked at this.
It just looks like every single white paper is like the same, at least, what is it?
Which
UI?
provides intrinsic value. Rug. Oh my God.
Who runs Rook now?
This is,
You know, it's literally the same.
there's
exact,
literally nothing. Like this is, if this is real, it's the most degenerate thing ever. Like no one would ever buy into this because it's literally the exact same thing of what we're doing on all the other ones, but they're just not providing any sort of perceived value. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not actually a treasury, they're just a high APY. For no
Do
reason.
they not have a treasury?
I mean, they
Yeah.
are, but I'm sure they're not actually using it.
I mean, shit. It's fully backed right now, actually. If there's a time to buy, it's probably now. All the DAOs are down right now.
Are you trying to buy Rogue Generous right now?
No. That would be peak degenerates, and I would go to hell if I did that, probably.
Yeah, no, I think no, but you're right. It's like
AVAX though. Bitcoin. Absolutely. I mean, not absolutely, but dumping today. AVAX. Exact opposite.
it's always promising to see a project go up when
AVAX.
everything else is going down.
AVAX, BTC. Oh, oh, this looks good, dude. I'm kind of expecting this to continue. Well, I guess we're at the top of the channel, but I'm expecting it to continue for sure. I mean, new all-time highs. Yeah, probably something like, I don't know. Avalanche is kind of my favorite project, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely the one that
In-
you used to talk about on every call.
In terms of DeFi.
Yeah, I was like, I like AVAX too. I don't have much in it, but
So yeah, basically the strategy here is buy low, sell high. Why are we buying these and not something else? Because these give you rebase rewards. So buy low. As the price increases, you over time, every rebase period, you are gaining more tokens and the price is increasing. So the price of your bag is multiplying essentially instead of just increasing at a normal percentage. It's kind of like trading with leverage, but you're almost accepting more risk or less risk because yeah, exactly. You're still getting more tokens even if the price is dropping. Now the price of your bag is dropping, but you're still getting more tokens. And all of these that I've seen are somewhat ranging. Like Ohm is the oldest one. So if we look at Ohm.
Yeah, so it's like that's the only issue with these forks is like you said, not a lot of historical data to go off of. But
Ohm's pooping right now.
I mean, yeah, it seems like all of them are kind of at the poop zone.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna die out if development doesn't continue. But if it does, then I don't see why people would stop doing this. I do see this ending at some point. At least the ridiculous rewards or something. And I don't know what the end of all this means or how it's going to end exactly, or if it's going to mark something like the end of the bear market or the beginning of the bear market, end of the bull market. You know, if all these, I mean, I'm assuming, I think it will. Once this shit starts going mainstream, because it's not yet.
Yeah,
once it is,
that's
gonna exactly. That's when everyone's talking about Dogecoin and Shiba to the moon. Everyone buy Shiba to $1. Shiba's gonna 10x the market cap of Bitcoin, which makes me want to off myself when I hear people say shit like that. But I mean, I see it turning around with the rest of the market for now, at least. But that's when, I mean, when all these start going back up again, and everyone who's been in them starting now is making so much money, and everyone starts talking about it, I'm out, because it's too good to be true. There's too many of them. I mean, there's still so many. It's spreading fast. The information are starting to. It's starting to become exponential. So it's like the meme coin thing. When people put too much liquidity into dumb shit and take it away from the real things that have actual value and purpose, then that's when shit hits the fan. That's when bad things start happening. That's when retail is in way too deep. And that is when the whales dump on everyone and absolutely wreck everyone. I do think if there is a good time to consider buying things like this, it is now.
Okay. It's like, I mean, it's like, ultimately I'm trying to convince myself to stop being so spread out and to start actually having some control over my wealth, because it feels like right now
that's what I started doing. Like, trust me, dude, I lost my ass in May. I was taking a lot of profits. I told myself, when I get back from spring break in March, I'm going to start selling every couple days. And I did that for a few weeks, and I did not take enough. Because I lost my ass, like over half my net worth, basically. So, and then I got scared out in the summer, sold out everything, and then I waited till we started uptrend again. I bought back in, but I mean, I should have easily seen it coming too. I mean, I knew there was going to be a crash in May, but I didn't think we were going to crash like that. I thought it was going to be a typical 35% dump, bounce back, let's continue on, because we were at the beginning of the bull market still. Like we had we still have so much farther to go, I think.
That's how I felt too. It's like I took profits, but not enough.
The whales are still accumulating. Like it's starting to seem more and more like a super cycle. Longer, not quite as fast, not quite as sharp, diminishing returns. Yeah, it's not over. I don't think you're gonna go wrong holding your things, but like I still say top smart contract platforms: Phantom, Matic, ETH, Solana, Avalanche, Atom, Cardano. Trying to think of more off the top of my head. Basically, things like that. I still think that's where that's how you capture the most amount of value in the safest way possible.
Right. Yeah, and I'm right there with you. I agree with that. I'm just thinking. So, not financial advice. I'm just looking for your opinion. Short term, you're thinking, if I were to just put most of my crypto net worth into Ohm, Nemesis for now,
I would say no, not most.
Half.
Would I do half?
No.
Probably. But I'm also a fucking degenerate now at this point. So
no, I'm kind of getting there too. It's annoying because it's like you see the gains, you get the gains, you capture the gains, and then when you drop, you get annoyed because you're not gaining and you're looking for the other ways to get it. It's
crazy how emotional it is.
It sucks. And I haven't, I'm
It
not
does,
able to
yeah.
do
It sucks. It's the pain is not worth the euphoria at all.
No. But yeah.
I mean, with all these, it's a basic strategy. When the downtrend breaks, you buy on the retest,
Mhm.
you ride it, and you DCA out on the way up.
Mhm.
Or wait for the break, sell, don't do anything here.
Mhm.
Look for a new opportunity. And it's harder to do this. I mean, I'm looking at it on a huge time frame too. Like it would be a lot. I mean, now that we have these ranges, it's probably easier, but like I would be watching this on a much smaller time frame. I wouldn't be looking at it like that, and I would be tweaking out about it on a small term time frame. So if you really want to start trading like way too much, which is always a bad idea.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I don't trust myself when I trade.
Break downtrend, retest, sell, higher high, or higher low, I mean,
Mhm.
continue up, higher high, small time frame, I'd buy probably right here again. And then if we came back down, I would sell for, I mean, and that's why you just can't. I do think there's somewhat long-term plays, but you have to do it accordingly.
Yeah.
Don't ever over trade anything. Don't ever risk something you can't lose.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Start small and learn about it. And the more you learn about it, the more you can
Before
get into it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you could be in from the very beginning. It's just hard, you know, like I can't just watch this happen. Like this doesn't happen with any other, nothing just
Right.
drops 90%, 90. Think about losing nine. And then obviously we come, months and months later, we come all the way back up.
Yeah. Yep.
And by then you've got so many rebases that you have a shitload more money.
Mhm.
And then if you don't do anything about it,
You're back to where you were.
you're
Yeah.
down 75 now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm kind of using this as the guinea pig, I guess, for the rest of them, which they're all different, and we don't have enough data to really go off anything historically.
Can you look at Nemesis?
Exercise caution, wade into the water slowly and learn. Read the white papers. Read why this one is better than the other. The white papers are actually really interesting, I think.
I mean, it's like from what I've noticed. Oh, I mean, Olympus, that's the white paper you got to read because the rest of them are blatant copy pastes of just the Olympus.
Yeah, well, read Eunice DAO white paper and read the Midas DAO white paper too. I think those are both really interesting. I haven't bought into this one yet, but this is has the market cap changed? It has gone up a little bit. Well, since I looked at it like yesterday. I mean, total value. I mean, why the total value locked is like almost the market cap, but where the backing is 20%.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But Can you just look at the Nemesis chart? I just want to see.
So this one, we don't have a range yet, so I can't.
Yeah, right. You can't really draw anything.
All I can say is I would consider it somewhat safe.
At the very least, I am actually impressed with how the team is able to communicate with the Discord and also like handle things. Like the way they
Right.
handled the like rebase error made me confident in it when initially I was thinking it was gonna be a quick like a quick in and out.
I mean, I'm just wondering, like, and the things I was looking at too in the announcements, they're talking about having like penalties for whales selling and things like that.
Yeah,
You need continued development like that or your project's not going to last. This is
right.
gonna continue down and be nothing eventually, and then no one makes any money.
Right.
Yeah, they do communicate well. I think Nemesis and Midas both have a good community. Galaxy Goggle now. The only reason I bought that one because that chart actually looked good. Like, what else could I draw here?
Support line, yeah.
I mean, that looks like confluence of support. This is right where I bought it at. So I've gotten a couple of rebases. I haven't. Does it show? So warm up balance with rebase awards pending warm up till release. I have to claim this. And then stake it again.
So it doesn't
Like,
automatically.
do I
get
actually
upgraded?
have this? Well, this was what I put in.
Yeah.
So this is what the value must be now.
With
Even though
rebase.
the price went up, came back down to the exact same level I bought in, actually slightly lower. I'm
You're right, yeah.
I'm still up over $1,000,
Gotcha.
even though the price is lower
But that's
than when I bought it.
what. First off, what exchange did you buy it on? I don't know what chain it's on.
This is Avalanche Trader Joe.
Gotcha.
Mim.
Okay. And then like, what's the slippage that you had to put on it?
I don't know. I just leave it at 1%.
Okay.
I mean,
That's always, yeah,
they seem fairly liquid. Okay, here's something I don't get about it. If there's no continued development and people just continue forking these over and over again, what are they doing with those coins that they get? They're shit coins. They're trading them for things that have actual value. So does that value dump into the market cap of, say, Avalanche, and Avalanche increases because people are buying back Avalanche, something that has real value?
right.
Or
Is it just lost? It's weird.
right. Or are we I just like something about this is a red flag, and it's temporary. So if people want to take advantage of it, their time is now, and exercise caution.
Right.
Why did this not connect? Maybe because I'm screen sharing or something.
Might be. So at the end of the day, yeah, it's just like investing in a meme coin.
Right. Essentially, it's going to make some people really rich, and everyone who gets in at the end is going to lose everything that they put in.
Yeah.
And then that money is going to eventually make its way back into the real assets and continue. So maybe all of this crashing will mark the continuation of the bull cycle. Because the money is going to transfer from all the retail people who don't know shit and are putting their money into the wrong things because of social media, literally.
Yeah.
It's going to go from them to the whales to the smart money back into hard assets. It's like, it seems really bad at first. And then the more I think about it, I'm like, well, it actually kind of checks out a little bit to an extent, as long as like everyone continues doing it. And I think we're at a very small realized percentage of everyone that is going to do it still.
Yeah.
It's kind of like being in crypto early. It's just a new thing. It's like being in NFTs early when they were a new thing.
Yeah, that's ultimately where I'm kind of at with you. It's like you said, new opportunities is what's going to make you rich.
Correct. Yeah.
Buying Bored Apes right away, that made everyone rich who bought that.
Right. And it took a year, but
And Bitcoin,
that patience is rewarded.
2013. So
I mean, that's why I hold boss bulls, which are,
I think the floor price last I checked was like 2. So it's not double the mint. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're holding, that's gonna happen. Can't expect it to go up all the time. The fact that it's a high volume traded asset is actually pretty bullish. So it's at 1.85 now.
bought one for, oh, who the fuck sold one for 0.1? Like, you're an idiot. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not worth it at all.
Like
Like, you paid at least
tell,
$300 for it. Why are you selling it for 20?
Rarity
You might as
rank,
well just
1700.
keep it and see what happens. Like,
Right.
this one actually looks kind of cool too.
I was gonna say the rarity rank is in the top 2000.
Top. Where does it say that?
Rarity rank right below it.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, no, and it looks cool. The eyes alone look cool. I mean, that's where you could make money, is making a bot that just waits until something's 20% below the floor price and just scalping it.
Manipulation.
1.5, 1.59, 1.4. Another 0.1.
Manipulation. Someone hit me up on Snapchat and wanted to buy one for like 11 Solana. And then I was like, sure. And then they're like, I already bought one on SolSea, or like 3 of them.
I don't know why, I don't know why you would say that before you even look at the actual market. It's like going to someone, oh, I'll buy a gallon of milk from you for $20.
Yeah.
It's like, just go to the grocery store. Yeah, there's a lot of 0.1 souls that I've seen.
Was there a...
Have we looked at this? Ooh.
We pay back our moms. Release the caged apes. Oh, tokens. Airdrop to random ape holders.
Mhm.
Bored Ape Yacht Club gets his own YouTube channel. Yeah, that's important.
Member exclusive merch store gets unlocked. Clubhouse image becomes interactive and the mysterious note becomes legible.
Bored Ape
I wonder if
liquidity.
that one's uncrossed.
The mutant ape NFT breeding arcade machine gets fixed. New ways to ape with our friends. The
Yeah, and
Clubhouse-
and I mean, and even the Mutant Ape Yacht Club, those go for many ETHs.
I mean, it's just clear price manipulation by whales.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much every market all the time.
Yeah, right. Like, this is a pretty lame roadmap, honestly. And with how high ETH fees are, like, I guess that disincentivizes trading, but which incentivizes holding, which increases
Right.
price. But like, not intrinsically, it's because people don't want to trade because they don't want to pay $400 for an ETH fee.
Right. No, yeah, no one wants like NFTs
I think-
would be.
I think just Solana has, I mean, are there even, AVAX cats? AVAX bridge apes?
Rich apes. That sounds like a fun
Ooh.
one.
Yeah, it looks like trash.
I mean, at the end of the day, all these are just cash grabs.
Yeah,
Not all.
right. Pretty well, yeah, they all are. I mean, it's like, what has more value, Bitcoin or all the Bitcoin forks?
Right. It's like
So-
you just have to trace it all back to the original, and that's where you make the money. But it's too late, and you actually can't make the money. So everyone trying to sell you otherwise is just trying to steal your money.
Hmm. Whoa. You can only mint the NFT from traveling to that geographical location. Interesting.
That's crazy. Portals is an NFT series of
Every
Wow.
portal's NFT reflects 18% of minting fee back to minters. Overall, how does that work? Overall, there are 3 unique ways portal NFTs holders can earn.
maybe they trace it back to the addresses that minted.
Like, that just sounds like an 18% discount of mint price. Unless they give you their token or something.
Wait, well, yeah, I'm thinking it's you don't get the discount if you mint, but if others mint, then you see part of their mint fee go to you. Yeah, no, that one's, I don't know.
Take on the role of an explorer and be financially rewarded for your discoveries. I mean, it's so easy to just throw a website together and make it sound cool, but like,
Yeah, I mean, this website probably took a dude a day.
that's literally all. Yeah, that's literally all we have to do. We gotta think of a neat idea. I can do that. I've been thinking of neat ideas. Throw a website together. I mean, people have been doing that for years, just shilling their own coin.
Yeah.
Okay. One more thing before we get off.
Yeah, I should probably get back to work. This is more fun than work.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Snow Dog.
This is the risk you are accepting, I guess, when you buy any crypto, technically, but these are less transparent than normal, to a degree, I guess. Not the, I mean, there's main ones you can invest in that are safe and you can see everything and have very high potential. Things like this can take all your money just because they decide to. Was rugged for 10 million with the team admitting they had fucked up. Yeah, on the other hand, they're calling it a game theory experiment gone wrong, except they didn't call it an experiment until after they decided to steal 10 million. Yeah, exactly. And then they're like, hey everyone, this is just an experiment. We decided to take 10 million. Snog rug pulled.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like you just look at like a 4. I mean, they didn't notice it until after the fact, I guess, but just like that
It's
5
only-
lines of code that's like,
Whoops.
you need this challenge key to be able to withdraw.
Right. And only insider trading, or basically the team, had that.
Back around the buyback and made 10 mil.
Promised a 40 million buyback happening on its own DEX, Snow Swap. Migrated all liquidity from Joe to Snow Swap and essentially kept it.
Yep. No one else could back run the huge buyback without knowing.
This is possible. Oh no, warns Moderna boss. Everyone buy my vaccines. We don't need to talk about that right now. We can do some philosophical talk another time.
All right.
Don't need to talk
Just
about the annual goal.
not asking politically, not asking. I guess it's recording, so people would know the answer if you did. Did you get vaccinated, or is it?
My mom's a nurse, so she was up my ass about it, and I heard a lot of horror stories. Even though I had been exposed many times, was completely fine, and being exposed to the live version of the virus is much more effective as a training your immune system, I would imagine, than being exposed to a dead version of the virus. However, I got one shot for her. I did not get the second one, and I will not get the second one.
Did you get Pfizer or Moderna? Or
Pfizer, just because that's the only one that's approved by the FDA. Not that I agree with FDA's approval on anything, but.
Oh, gotcha. It's like, I won't say anything.
Did you?
I'm in Minneapolis. I'm vaccinated and boosted. That's just kind of, that's the way the area rolls.
Yeah, if the government were to call me and be like, you've been exposed, I'll be like, oh, can I have some more shots? I have gotten like all of them and all the boosters, but can I have some more?
Yeah, I
They
mean,
they
yeah.
literally call people and say that. I'd be like, don't fucking call me. I'd be like, yeah, I had a sore throat. I've been home for a month. I've been calling the hospital trying to get more shots and they just won't give them to me. I've already had too many.
I always like the tweets where it's like, yeah, it's like the Pfizer really feels effective, but as soon as I got the Moderna with it, my eyes started to blur, and then when I got Johnson and Johnson, my legs stopped working.
Hilarious. Yeah, I think if you're old, you should get it for sure. If
Yeah.
you are weak, you should get it for sure. And I think we should rely on herd immunity for the annual cold that's never going to go away, essentially. I mean, unless you want it, go for it. That's your decision.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
you
yeah,
know,
it's
we've been given all the vaccines as a baby for real things, like very bad things. This is not very bad.
well, it's
in
like
my
I mean,
opinion.
at the end of yeah, no, I don't mean I wasn't
And
trying
not
to
even close to as bad as we portray it to be. It's all a
well, it's like,
fucking control grab by the government, manipulation of markets and the people, and enacting personal agendas and getting private funding for whatever the hell they want. And that's about as far as I'm going to talk about the government right now,
yeah,
because once we
yeah,
implement the social credit score and they go on my YouTube channel and see me talking about this, I'm going to get demoted, and then I'm not going to be able to take out a loan or get a job if I wanted to, or have a social media account. I'll get blacklisted, and they'll say I'm not allowed to say anything to anyone, or I'm not allowed to buy a house, or that's the direction we're headed, man. Communism. Nikita Khrushchev, 1964.
80.
Hold on. What is it?
I mean, I guess that's yeah, it was like Khrushchev actually. I was just thinking Orwell's book. That's why I said that. Quotes. False claim.
It's not false. There's a ton of them.
I was gonna say I absolutely yeah, I
It's
hate
been
the
they've
fact
been
that-
manipulated, but like
I hate fact check sites that just I just hate fact check sites. They're not fact checking shit.
well,
You
yeah.
can't even
Also,
trust
if Nikita Khrushchev is right, then absolutely, the government would ensure that these are the first things that pop up on Google when you
True.
what the fuck? Just hold on. What's like the quote website? Let's go. Snopes. Oh, I just go to Google Images. Yeah. You Americans are so gullible. No, you won't accept communism outright, but we'll keep feeding you small doses of socialism until you finally wake up and find you already have communism. We won't have to fight you. We'll so weaken your economy until you fall like overripe fruit into our hands. But this is the press is our chief ideological weapon.
That's the case for just
We do not
about
have to
everything.
invade the United States. We will destroy you from within. The United States will eventually fly the communist red flag. The American people will hoist it themselves. That's what's happening right now. We're saying we're almost endorsing this to happen because people don't look at the facts. Instead, they look at social media and they see COVID and racism and they freak out. And fear is the most powerful emotion of all.
I'd say again, it's not that I'm trying to debate, but just like what I see, I'm not on. It's like I'm definitely not on this side, but
Debate
the
me.
reason why the reason we're in crypto is because there is a failing government. There are powerful politicians that don't do shit except for themselves, and it's really frustrating and it's really exhausting, and it does weaken yourself from within when you know that everything you do doesn't matter.
It's the only way to protect yourself. I think crypto will be the great equalizer as we progress into the future.
And that's where we're at. but we are in the minority for sure, where the majority thinks, let's just change capitalism into socialism.
People would rather trust everything the government says rather than trustless technology, which in our brains doesn't make any sense to us.
Yeah.
But it's all driven by emotion and people that don't understand macro trends and technology. So
Right. But yeah,
democracy is a
ultimately,
government where you can say what you think, even if you don't think. Politicians are the same all over. They promise to build a bridge where there is no river.
and that's ultimately Biden's entire administration.
Freedom in capitalist countries exists only for those who possess money and who consequently hold power.
Which is true.
Yep. Shit, what just happened? I once said, we will bury you, and I got into trouble with it. Of course, we will not bury you with a shovel. Your own working class will bury you. Not the rich, working class, the middle class and poor.
Can you please click on the ad to the right? I haven't stopped looking at it. I'm just kidding.
What the fuck? No, I will not.
Oh, please. Top two. But yeah, it's like ultimate, like, I mean, I think that's where we as a society are at. You got the crypto bros who are getting made fun of all over by the majority of the community who don't understand it. And the majority are also moving to the socialist / communist state because, I mean, I agree with them. What we have currently sucks and should be changed, but we just disagree on how it's going to be changed, how people are going to take back the power that they have been oppressed over for centuries.
Well, the issue is they're lied to, and they say that it's because of your color is why you're oppressed right now.
Right.
It's actually because of our financial system and the
Right.
way that it's been designed forever, literally forever.
We are all in this together.
Right, exactly.
I don't, again, I don't
You
like
should
that
read
recording.
my Facebook post. Read my Facebook post.
I deleted Facebook because I hate Facebook.
I wrote like a 3-page essay on how China is going to take over the world.
Yeah, they're in just as much debt as we are though when it comes to shit. Like
it's interesting. I think it's well written. I think you'd get a
Okay.
kick out.
I mean,
I think you'd get a kick
I
out of
guess,
it.
okay, I guess I'll look at it. But I can't look at it on my phone, and I'm not gonna look at it on my work computer.
Yeah, I think we'll call it right there for now.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh,
I'm
not
gonna
even
throw-
recording anymore. What the fuck happened? I must have timed out a while back. That's
Well,
fine.
I was like, it says recording on my screen.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Maybe just because I'm screen sharing. Oh yeah, I am recording still.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna ape another couple grand into Nemesis. That was my takeaway from this talk. Because
Well, hold on. Wait for the break of the trend line
okay.
right here.
Okay. So you're saying, yes, you're saying wait for the break and retest, buy on the retest,
I mean,
or just break.
I think there's a good chance we sell off again right around here probably. So I might pull out once I make my money back, I guess. Or I mean, if we do, I mean, once we break the uptrend, but I don't know. I honestly don't think it'll actually go all the way up here.
Back to 6 grand.
We'll see. Back to where I bought it. The good thing is I bought it at 6 grand and I've been getting rewards the whole way down. So it only has to go up halfway and I'll make all my money back or whatever respectively. I didn't do the math, but
yeah, it's like I have some money on deck in BNB. But yeah, I guess I will wait until we at least go back into an uptrend.
Does Galaxy Goggle have a Discord? I don't even know if I'm in it. I feel like I would be. We have officially launched. Ooh. 1 hour ago. Yeah, Stag DAO. This is so for one, I think this will be a decent one that we can get in right from the beginning.
Okay.
And then therefore obtain the most rewards.
Mhm. Have they said,
Yeah, they don't have anything yet.
they haven't even given dates out? I'm in their Discord too. I'm gonna check.
No, the Discord's only been around for 9 days.
Mhm.
They already have how many members? I don't know why. Oh, yeah, over 5,000 humans.
And Stag is one of those where it doesn't matter what you used to buy with it. It's cross-chain, right?
Correct, yes. Which
Right, so
should
I-
be interesting and also open up availability for a lot of liquidity to flow in.
Right. Because yeah, because
So-
it'd be nice to use BNB on that. Because that's what I have my money in right now, at least.
And you know, aping into the things that I've already aped into is not ideal. That's what I did with my other buddy who was making more money per day than I've ever heard of. And I got absolutely wrecked on Nemesis just because I bought the top. Now, long term, I think I'll be okay. But looking ahead, like we were talking about earlier, looking ahead for the new opportunity is
Yeah.
always where the money is. Always.
Mhm.
What is it that's a quote from Margin Call, the movie. Good movie. There's 3 ways to win in the market. Be first, be smarter, or cheat.
Yeah.
I don't remember the rest of the quote, but
I mean, it's like that's the one that usually gets quoted. So the whole quote, at least, that's the part.
am I still sharing? Yeah. Apparently they got a new core team developer a couple days ago. He made Glide Finance, which is this. Audited. I like that.
Cool.
Never heard of these. I heard of elk. Oh wait. I've heard of elk because of stag. That's why.
Mhm.
Um, 3. Earn beer. Whoa. I just got a really cool business idea. I'm stopping the stream. I'm pausing it and then I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
Bye everyone. Love you.